Okay, last video, and it's 2009, and we all know what happened then, but I'll go through different events. January, the stars line up for Barack Obama as Bruce Springsteen, Beyonce, and U2 play his inaugural celebration in Washington. That obviously being historic that Barack Obama is the first black president ever to take office in the White House. And it was really, really good to watch actually. February, R&B star Rihanna pulls out the Grammys after being beat up by boyfriend Chris Brown. Now, this really got on my fucking nerves. Who does Chris Brown think he is? Now, I don't condone domestic violence in any way, but when you're a big star like that, like Chris Brown, what gives you the right to beat up your girlfriend, even if she isn't another star like Rihanna, even just any other girl? Who do you think you are to do that? I mean, that's just ridiculous. If it was me, I would absolutely beat the shit out of you, to be honest. Um, but you don't hit anybody, whether, I don't know what she said or what was said in the car, but you just don't do it. So, Chris Brown, I think you're the biggest douche that ever walked the planet. I don't think you're going to get your career back either. So, end of. March, the BNP proved they were back of the queue when brains were handed out when they used the Money Street Preachers' anti-fascist anthem, "If you tolerate this, then your children will be next," over a promo video. Um, I really don't think that the Money Street Preachers, who are a Welsh band in the UK, support the BNP in any way, but I suppose the propaganda of the song spoke for itself. April, frumpy middle-aged Susan Boyle, or Subo, as you'll all know her, becomes the most famous singer on the planet when clips of her performance on Britain's Got Talent rack up 100 million YouTube hits. And she sang "I Dream a Dream." She's also just made history here in the UK by selling something like 410,000 copies of her album, which is great, from an unknown singer in Scotland on a show called Britain's Got Talent, obviously with Simon Cowell devised. And good luck to her. Really, really good. In May, with Michael Jackson's 50-day tour of the O2 residency just around the corner, medical experts are worried about his health. Quote, "I'd be concerned at the strength of his heart under all that pressure," end quote, Dr. Carol Cooper tells Q. Well, we'll go on to that. June, Glastonbury goers are distracted from trying to spot Lady Gaga's alleged appendage by the breaking news that Michael Jackson has died in Los Angeles. Now, this was the biggest news of 2009, probably of the last decade, probably of the last maybe 25 years since maybe, John Lennon get killed, was murdered. Michael Jackson had a big effect on people in different ways, whether you liked him or you didn't. It was a hell of a big shock that he died in the first place. There's this allegations against this Dr. Conrad, and the LA coroner's office did say that it was actually homicide, with basically an overdose of this, is it propanol it's called or something? And I don't think a lot was done, but it was shocking. I did cry when I heard that he died. I liked his music. You read and hear things in the press that you just kind of, well, I don't know, they just kind of monger things, don't they? So it really just depends what you read and what you don't believe, but it was sad in any case anyway. July, Jacko continues to dominate the news as 1.2 million fans apply for tickets for the memorial service in Los Angeles. Performing are Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, and a little Welsh kid from Britain's Got Talent. Now, the clip is on YouTube, and there's some clips where, there's one clip that really, really does my head in, that it's these annotation marks that you'll see, like the caption marks you'll see all over the boxes. I've got one on mine, but that was not for the purpose. And it's got Michael Jackson in the Ghost video, and it starts screaming at you. Anyway, it's that wee boy singing and it's absolutely amazing, but find one where you don't get Michael Jackson popping up in the ghost video screaming at you, because it scared the living shit out of me. August, in the It Was Always Going to Happen department, Noel Gallagher announces that he is quitting Oasis. The pivotal bust-up comes before a gig in Paris when Liam reputedly smashes his sibling's guitar. Well, Liam Gallagher's a cock anyway, so... September, the never-knowingly self-conscious Kanye "I'ma Let You Finish" storms the stage during Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the MTV Music Awards in protest at organisers overlooking Beyonce. Cue President Obama calling him a jackass. Well, he is a jackass, he's a douche, he's a arsehole, whatever you want to call him, but I take up to any wee girl like Taylor Swift and grab a mic and go, that was a good speech, Taylor, and I'ma let you finish, and then big up Beyonce. I think she was more shocked than anybody. Beyonce was just a kind of bit like, whoa, what the hell's happening here? So you're just a knob, basically, Kanye. October, the town of Swindon clearly doesn't agree with Morrissey. The singer is rushed to hospital after collapsing mid-show at a gig there. He mockingly repeats his stunt a few days later in London. He's been having a few health issues, poor Morrissey, but hopefully he'll get better soon. The Smiths were a great band and Morrissey is a great artist as well. November, Mozza in the news yet again, this time storming off stage in Liverpool after being hit in the head by a beer bottle. Mozza is Morrissey. A bit of a crappy few months for Morrissey. And just at the end here, we've got people who have died in the last decade. In the year 2000, it was Ian Dury from Ian Dury and the Blockheads, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Kirsty MacColl, who died in a freak accident. She was decapitated. God, that's really, really sick. But she was decapitated by a speedboat while on holiday. And she's famous for singing, is it The Ballad of New York with Shane MacGowan. 2001, George Harrison, ex-Beatle, John Lee Hooker and Joey Ramone. 2002, John Entwistle, famous bass guitarist of The Who. Jam Master Jay, who was brutally shot and killed, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who was killed in a car accident while abroad. And if you've actually seen a documentary of hers, you actually see the last settings where she's driving up and she's talking and she turns around and all of a sudden they all start screaming and the video blanks out. So it's really, really sad. And Joe Strummer of The Clash, he died that year as well. 2003, Johnny Cash, rest in peace Johnny Cash, that was a real shame. Maurice Gibb and Elliott Smith. 2004, Ray Charles, Old Dirty Bastard, and John Peel, who was a legendary DJ at the BBC and is sadly missed. 2005, Jimmy Martin and Luther Vandross. 2006, Syd Barrett, who is an ex-member of Pink Floyd. James Brown, who died on Christmas Day. And Ame Ertgen and Arthur Lee. 2007, Ike Turner and Tony Wilson. Tony Wilson was famous for making Factory Records and basically bringing us like Happy Mondays and Joy Division. 2008, Isaac Hayes, or Chef from South Park, Levi Stubbs and Rick Wright. And 2009, Ron Ashton, Stephen Gately from the Irish band Boyzone, Michael Jackson and John Martin. So it's been a pretty weird decade, and who knows what's going to happen in the next decade. Hopefully exciting stuff. Like there is a few artists about now, Lady Gaga and everything, trying to make an impact. We still got the old bands there like U2 and Green Day, but yeah, it should be exciting. But that was my wee look back on the past 10 years, and that was it really. So I will love yous and leave yous, and I shall report back soon. Bye.